This little boy was born special. He has a pair of deer horns and a pair of big ears. A boy named Gus lives with his father in a deep forest. From a young age, his father taught him to talk and read books. One day, when Gus was reading a book, his sensitive ears heard a noise behind. So it's a deer. The boy discovered that he and his mother deer have a little bit in common. While in doubt, a storm is about to hit. Gus hastily ran to his father's side. "This is your first time seeing rain." Gus is overjoyed to see this. Then the boy grew older. Gus yearned to see the outside world, but his father did not allow him to do so. One day, Gus discovered deer footprints. The boy followed the footsteps and reached the edge of the forest and discovered that it was just a wasteland outside. The father rushed to bring the boy home. It was really impossible to hide it anymore, so the father only had to tell the boy the truth. A few years ago, an epidemic covered the entire United States. People with this disease will not stop shaking their fingers, and the possibility of death is extremely high. The whole city was paralyzed. In addition, humans are also born with a kind of half-human, half-animal. These babies are born with the characteristics of animals. Because to protect Gus, the new father hid the boy deep in the forest. Suddenly one day, two strangers burst into the forest. The father then used the gun to chase the person away, but at the same time Gus was also targeted. The father hides Gus in a cellar and he goes out to deal with it, until the next day when Gus came out of the house, he saw his father slowly walking towards him. He was able to deal with the intruder, but because of that he was seriously injured and died. Since then, Gus has had to live alone. He learned how to fix the pipes by himself and also learned how to use a lawnmower, but the results were not so good. Even the branches bully him. Gus picks up the lamp, burn all the branches just now, but he didn't know that this smoke would be dangerous for him. Gus burned all of those things and went to bed to rest, but coincidentally discovered a map. According to the clues on the map, the boy found a box that his father buried in the ground. Inside was some money and a bank card, but the boy threw it all away. He found a picture of his mother along with a leaflet about the protected area for hybrids. Gus decided to go there to find his mother first. He found the location of the protected area on the map. The boy took his luggage and left. When he went to the edge of the forest, suddenly found a chocolate candy bar. The boy brought it up to his nose to smell, then peeled it off and ate it. He looked at the front. There was still a similar bar. Because of his gluttony, he ran there, but the chocolate bar ran away. At this moment, the boy also sensed danger. The boy with deer antlers sensed danger, suddenly avoided an incoming arrow. Gus quickly found a place to hide. He was on the side observing when he spotted a hunter. Gus just wanted to counterattack, but was caught by someone in the back. These two are the people who specialize in capturing hybrid beasts to sell for money. Gus desperately struggled to get out. The hunter with a crossbow aimed straight at him, but suddenly he was assassinated. The other guy was startled, so he drew his sword. At this moment there is a person appearing behind Gus. The boy looked up. It was a black man holding a gun. Gus took this opportunity to run away. The boy was so scared that he ran home and hid in a small cellar. This black man takes care of the other two and then chases after them. So he also chased here because of the boy's deer antlers. He picked up the Gus and threw it to the side. "Don't come over here." He was very surprised. Did not expect that this boy could talk because he had never met a half-breed who could talk before. He turned around and got out of here. Although the same hunter, this black man also has his limits. He treated Gus like a human, then immediately left. But after thinking for a while, he took the picture of his mother, followed the black man's footsteps to chase after him. The boy finally caught up. "Hey, uncle, take me with you." Gus followed this man all the way, but he didn't volunteer to take the boy with him, and in the end, he couldn't escape Gus. After sleeping for a while, he woke up and discovered that all the food had been eaten by Gus. He was very angry and warned Gus not to follow him anymore. Gus just had to tell him that he smelled the food in a place not far away. He was in a remote place with a gun to protect him and told Gus to come in to get food and then leave. When Gus entered the house, he saw a deer's head hanging on the wall. The boy was startled and ran out. As a result, he was trapped and hung up. At this point their whole family came out. Gus thought they were hunters. "Don't touch my head. Don't try to get it." This made them even more surprised. Fortunately, this family member is not a bad person and invited the two of them to have dinner together. Gus asked them about their mother's whereabouts, but unfortunately they didn't know anything. Gus soon became friends with their son, they listened to music and danced together. The black man also said that he would leave overnight, but now a group of people have discovered their whereabouts. In the evening, the black man wanted to take this time to leave but was called back by the deer-horned boy. The boy begged the black man to take him with him. At this moment, Gus's sensitive ears detected someone outside. The boy could smell a lot of people behind. The black man also loaded up and prepared to fight, but unfortunately, there were only 2 bullets left. He looked around for a while, discovered an animal trap. This time there is a way. Right now the people outside are calling out as well. Just hand over the boy with the deer antlers and they won't harm them. But these people treat Gus as a family member. Just when they were about to rush in, the black man also started to attack. These intruders are not the black man's opponent at all. In an instant, it was cleaned up by the black man. When Gus sensed something strange, the door slowly opened. A man with an anesthetic gun entered the house looking for Gus everywhere. Next he fired 1 shot at the head of the deer. Angry Gus rushed over to attack him but he was unharmed. When this man was about to hold the anesthetic gun to shoot Gus, he suddenly stopped because behind Gus appeared a giant deer. It was at this time that the black man appeared behind this guy, killing him with 1 shot. At this moment, the giant deer disappeared again. There is a dangerous thing that seems to have been solved. The next day, Gus said goodbye to his son under the farewell of the family. The boy who took the cable car with the black guy and left. They continued to walk on the road to find his mother, but what the two don't know is that there's a masked person watching them. This is an American adventure fantasy movie called Sweet Tooth. Above is the content of Volume 1 and Volume 2. The details of the story are extremely magical. If there is a good response, I will review the remaining episodes. Today's movie ends here. Thank you for watching.